It's Monday, and we have a lot of beautiful summer days ahead of us, so you'll have plenty of time to make this recipe we're about to make.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's putting a dry rub on your meats. It can enhance flavor without adding extra fat, and that's what we're looking for these days, isn't it?
Absolutely, and joining us to show you how to spice up your kielbasa is Derek Robert, executive chef from Hinge in Northampton, and Nick Williamson. You're joining us to tell us about these great beers that you brought with you today.
Yes, I am.
All right, so this is not necessarily made on the grill, is it?
No, we actually sear it up. What you want to do at first is to get the kielbasa warm either in the oven, or if you are using a grill, just throw it on the grill on a low temp. Pull a little bit of the fat out of it. That way when you do hit it with the rub will stick to it a little bit better.
And we're slicing them in half.
Yep, they're all sliced in half.
Okay. There's more surface area.
Right, exactly. It helps get the skin crispy. It won't burst open that way.
Oh,
so,
that's true, because the worst thing about cooking sausage is when they explode.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And you get nervous, you run to the grill, you don't know what's going on. So what's on this rub?
So this rub is almost equal parts of brown sugar, dry mustard, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, and salt and black pepper.
I thought there were breadcrumbs. It looks like
too.
breadcrumbs, right?
I thought it was breadcrumbs, yeah.
So that's pretty much that right there.
Now, so did you do anything to the kielbasa before you cook it?
Just warm it up. No, all you're gonna do is split it and
so
and
the
warm
rub's
it up
on
from there.
afterwards, pretty much at the end.
Yep, you throw the rub on right at the end. Right before you sear it anyway. You just get a little bit of oil in your pan. You could also do this on like a grill pan or something like that.
Nice.
Preferably.
Now, Derek, how long did you put it in the oven for, that kielbasa?
Just about 10 minutes. You really just want to get some of the moisture to cook out of it, and that just helps the rub grab on. I
think I have a stupid question. Is kielbasa pre-cooked?
Is
it pretty much ready to go when you buy it?
Pretty much. I mean, it's one of those things where it's a pork and beef blend for the most part. So you want to just make sure, obviously, that it's cooked through and all that. But it's a cooked product when you buy it at the store.
And then you put it right in your pan. Now, Nick, is this something that you've tried before?
Yes, I've had this. Actually, the first time I came into the restaurant before I started working with them, I sat down and just by chance ordered this, and I was sold instantly. I thought it was unbelievable. Yeah.
So we're gonna serve this with a couple really neat dishes. First, we have kale, but it's massaged kale. I mean, it sounds weird.
Yeah, it does sound weird.
It's actually you've taken the time to give it a good back rub.
Yep.
Wow, I'm sure it appreciated that.
Definitely. It loosens it up nice.
Now, we're being serious, right?
Absolutely.
You take it. How do you do it if we're doing it at home? You cut it up?
So what you're going to want to do is just pull the actual leaf off of the stem.
Okay.
Break it up into, whatever size pieces you like, and then you're just going to add your lemon juice, lemon zest, garlic oil, salt, and pepper, and then exactly like it sounds is just massage it.
Why? That's the question.
Because you love your kale.
Because it's really, really tense.
It is. It's tough when it's raw, because this is raw kale. So what we do is massage it. The oil and the acid in the lemon juice helps to tenderize it a little bit. And by leaving it raw, you leave all of the natural nutrients in it. It doesn't cook anything out.
So it's healthier to do it.
Super healthy. Yeah.
So you know what? Massage your friends, massage your family, massage your kale.
That's it.
Can you massage other vegetables?
I mean, I don't see why not.
You could probably massage any vegetable, I guess. So we're also pairing this with a gremolata. Now, gremolata, you were saying, is kind of a fancier take on a pesto. Is that
Basically, right? it's a pesto without nuts. It's essentially the same thing. I mean, there's tons of variations on it. This is a more traditional one where it's just herbs, garlic, and some cheese. We'll just get that.
Parmesan cheese,
over.
or
this is actually Manchego cheese. It's a Spanish sheep's milk cheese.
And it's
really sharp.
We started. It's really good. Now let's talk pairing beer, and that's where you come in.
Yeah.
What do people need to know when pairing beer? Because you can either go for the spot-on match or the opposite taste.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Exactly. So it's when you're pairing beer, you're pairing wine, anything. People like to overthink it. There's a whole school behind it that likes to make it really complicated. It's not. You're basically trying to do one of two things. You're trying to complement the tastes, or you're trying to contrast them. But while contrasting them, creating balance. So the way I would describe that is like a comparing, something that is that sort of complements each other. That is a pairing would be like peanut butter and chocolate. Like they're great on their own. They are better together. Something that's contrasting that sort of balances is like French fries and ketchup. You know what I mean? So the hot salt, and then you put the ketchup on. It's a little tart. It's like a very basic, like sweet and savory pairing.
Right.
So it's the same thing with beer. So on the one hand, you have this Ellie's Brown Ale, made by Avery in Boulder, Colorado. That's just sort of your classic complementary pairing. That beer has some nutty characteristics. It's got some lemon, so that's going to go really well with the cheese in Chef's dish. It's also going to go really well with the citrus characteristics in the kale, there's the lemon aspect. You should try the beer too, just to you know, get your day started right.
When people go out to a restaurant and they order their beer, maybe also know what you're getting to eat before you order that beer.
Right.
I don't ever think of that. I just say, oh, I like, you know, this type of beer.
Yeah.
But it's good because then it makes the whole meal complete.
Absolutely. And you know, people, we tend to overthink these things. You know, we all have palates. We've all tasted things by trial and error. We all know what we like. And people get nervous when they don't have that lexicon, but it just takes a little effort and, you know, try. And every beer place, they should let you try the beers. Like if they have draft beers, you should be able to taste them.
And now this one is the contrast. This is the watermelon
Yeah,
wheat.
so this is a seasonal beer by 21st Amendment. The 21st Amendment was the one that repealed the 18th Amendment, which was the Prohibition Amendment. So it's kind of a cool name.
And a watermelon wheat beer. That's a funny pairing too.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's not overwhelming. Watermelon's, you know, a pretty subtle flavor when you juice it. It's a nice beer. It tastes really good. It's seasonal. And that one, you know, it'll just help kind of curb some of the acid and some of the spice in Chef's dish. And it's just a great summertime beer,
And
to
then
be
you
honest.
put some red pepper on
just
that
some
with
roasted
your
red
beer,
peppers.
of course.
And where's the
you pair it with.
Gremolata go?
Gremolata, you can go right over the top, get a little bit on each bite there.
Well,
There you
gentlemen,
go.
unfortunately we're out of time, but this looks great, and the recipe is going to be on our website. It's mymassappeal.com a little bit later
Oh, that
today.
looks so good. Thanks, guys.
Nice work.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thanks.